Hello there everyone and welcome back to another Aska guide. I'm Sabucky and today we're going to go over how to download and install mods for Aska, and then afterwards I'll share a few of my favourites. You'll find all the required links in the video description below. Also, since Aska is currently in early access and mods are not yet officially supported, this is your obligatory warning to use these mods at your own risk. Just be sure to make a backup of your save files and you'll be fine. Probably. To start off, you are going to need to download BepInEx, which Google tells me is an extendable plugin and modding framework for blah blah blah. None of this makes sense. Move on. Anyway, go ahead and open the BepInEx link in the description and then expand the latest topmost drop-down shown here. And then you're going to want to download this file here, the BepInEx Unity IL2CPP thingy for Windows 64. None of that makes sense to me, and I truly have no idea why you need this one over the other ones, but you do, so stop asking questions and just download it. Don't worry, I'll wait. Now that your BepInEx folder is downloaded, go ahead and extract it directly into your Aska game folder. Now your Aska game folder is obviously going to be in a different place than mine, and if you don't know where to find it, it is quite easy to find. Just open Steam and go to your Steam library and then right click the Aska game, select Properties, Installed Files, and then hit Browse, and your very clever computer will take you directly there. You can also just extract the folder in place and then copy all of the files into your Aska game folder manually. So if I wanted to do that, I would have to navigate to my external D drive, games to play to help me stop crying, no one can hurt you in creative mode, I just want to be as happy as my NPCs, remember to rename these folders before recording, Steam library, Steam apps, common, and then Aska. Once the extraction is complete, your Aska game folder should look like this. If it doesn't, then you've broken something critical and you need a new computer. Either that or just go back a step and try again. Don't feel bad though, it took me like 3 attempts to get this right. I believe in you, just keep trying until your game folder looks like this, or mods suddenly aren't that important to you anymore. Next, launch the game, and if all goes well, you'll see this box in the background talking to itself. This bit does take a while, so just hang tight. Don't worry, I'll wait. Once BepInEx has worked its magic and the game has finally launched, just go ahead and quit back to your desktop, and that is part 1 done! Congratulations, BepInEx is now working. Probably. Before we move on to the next part of this video, quickly go ahead and take a second to navigate to the BepInEx folder within your Aska game folder, and then from there, go to the plugins folder. This is where you'll be dropping in the next set of files, so just keep this window open somewhere on your desktop. Moving forward, any mod that you download as a .dll file, that file goes into this plugins folder, and that is how you install mods. Some mods need you to start the game and quit, as we did when we first installed the BepInEx mod, so just keep that in mind. If you install a mod and it doesn't work, quit the game, start again. And now that BepInEx is working, probably, some mods that I would recommend that you start off with are the Aska Plus mod by Fist, Grymm's Builder Buddy, as well as Grymm's Pups of Perpetuity. These are non-cheaty mods, so don't worry about them making the game too easy. All they do is offer a lot of quality life changes to the game that I think you'll like. So let's explore them, shall we? Starting with Aska Plus, this is an absolutely must-have mod in my opinion because it adds so many quality of life tweaks to the game. Once downloaded, you'll notice a new Aska Plus tab in your settings menu here where you can turn on and off the individual parts of this mod. This makes it really customizable, so if there's a part of the mod you don't like, simply turn it off and go on your way. My favourite part of this mod is of course how it adds torches to your buildings as well as your carts. It's insane how something so simple can enrich your village so much. Just look at this for comparison. This is the same location in my village, but here it is with the torches off, and again with the torches on. Absolutely night and day, bloody fantastic. And don't worry, these torches are non-functional, meaning they do not consume fuel, so they will not consume your entire resin or fish oil stocks overnight. Other quality of life improvements from the Aska Plus mod include reducing the damage your spikes take when damaging enemies or wildlife, increasing food burst from 1 minute to 5 minutes, allowing your walls to overlap with other walls and towers, meaning you can now make a perfectly flush perimeter wall rather than having this ghastly section that we all hate. Aska Plus also lets you paint grass back onto the terrain, which admittedly is a little less useful now that you can do this in vanilla using shovels, but the Aska Plus version is a lot faster, even if a little cheaty. It's fine to use this. This isn't game breaking. Aska Plus also increases the decay rate of seeds as a way of reducing the mountains and mountains of seeds that start accumulating at your farms as your game progresses. I would recommend turning this one off at first though and saving excess seeds for your smoking pens. And you can always turn this back on if your seed supply overflows anyway. As of the recording of this video, the bonus item part of this mod is still a work in progress, but once fully realised, turning this on will grant a bonus long stick, log or large stone when harvested by a player or a villager with a skill level of 75 or more. Aska Plus also includes the markers mod, which allows you to increase the radius of all of your harvesting flags, so your food, wood, stone, building, hunting and forestry flags can all have their maximum range increased, and let me tell you, huge is huge. You're gonna love this one. Just be careful, because once you bump these up, you're gonna have villagers bumping into all of those enemy POIs and they might die quite a lot. Please note that when you use this mod to change the range of your flags, you're gonna have to restart the game for it to take effect. And finally, the Aska Plus mod adds several new recipes to the game craftable at the workshop, such as extracting 25 resin from a crawler sack, as well as a few others that I'll let you discover for yourselves. Another mod I highly recommend is Grymm's Builder Buddy. This mod removes the overly restrictive restrictions on building placement, allowing you far greater control over where things can be built. So now with this mod you can finally have that beach house you've always wanted, or an epic bridge spanning your earthen walls or trenches, or something as simple as putting wells anywhere? As in they don't have to go on a water source? This changes everything. And finally, the last mod that I want to recommend is Grymm's Pups of Perpetuity, which stops dogs taking damage when they are starving. This doesn't make your dogs invincible, and they will still take damage to and die from mobs, but this mod does eliminate the headache caused by your wonky kennel workers not doing the one thing you hired them to do. But that's it from me on my top 3 mods for Aska. Why not share your favourite mods in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Cheerio.